Hi there, my name's Phil Masters. I've been a permanent resident in Jamieson for about 5 years. I first came up here on a regular basis about 9 years ago to look after Jim Black, who ran the cottages and built the cottages. And Jim was a very active man on the local community group, and he encouraged me to become a member of that community group as well. And I eventually took over as president of the group, and each year we tried to have one or two major projects which we could get the community group involved with that would benefit the rest of the Jamieson community. Coming down to Jamieson, I had 3 dogs that needed to be run twice a day, and I'm a great walker, so as I moved in and around Jamieson, I used to walk all around the place, up and down the hills, and discovered the island. No one had ever spoken about the island. I just was gobsmacked how beautiful this spot was. It was badly overgrown with blackberry, Scotch thistle. There was old earthworks that had been here, so the place really needed some TLC basically. And so we made it one of our major projects just to start a bit of a clean-up. We had a core group. We used to work every Tuesday. We'd come down we'd meet at about 9 o'clock and we'd work through till 12:30, 1 o'clock every week, and we did that probably for about 3 or 4 years.
Oh, it's just a matter of thistle removal, bringing our utes trailers down and loading in the trailer and bringing it down to the fire and burning it off once so every month, and then have it burn off and then just continue on and just keep building up the fire. And just there's no really method. We just start at the gate and just keep working.
There was a huge log here, about 9 metres long and 1.5 metres in diameter. We had a flood through here, it washed it out.
We've actually had quite a lot of fires here as well, intentional fires. There's one stacked over there, I don't know if you'll get a picture of later. That one's been put together with the material that came out when the riverbank washed away. But we've had a number of these. There was one just quite close to here. Keith, the ex-farmer, is a brilliant fire lighter, or fire builder. He builds it very cleverly so that it burns well. But we built mountains, and they were set off as well. And this was the way that we got rid of a lot of the rubbish from here.
Yeah, well, I haven't been involved in the cleaning up work around here. I just walk it every day. Just make sure they're doing a good job.
When we eventually got the grant from the Shire to put in a path here, that was the real icing on the cake for us, because we suddenly had access to the island for all of the townspeople. We had people coming down and walking their dogs. The oldies would come down for picnics with the grandkids. We had kids on bikes, prams, the whole kit and caboodle. So it was a really great asset, and it was a great testament to the people who actually worked on it, all the boys. We were doing it in stages. That's as we initially put to the Shire, who owned the island. The way we'd seen it was to reclaim the island first. Second stage was to get the path in so that people could actually start to use the island. Next stage was to have some furniture down here so people could encourage people to come down and actually use the island for picnics, family gatherings, all that sort of stuff. The next stage was to build a shelter, just to give people a little bit of shelter in winter time, that sort of thing as well. The next step, which we were contemplating, was to have a bridge that goes from the end of Perkins Street across to the island there, which would make it a nice round walk from the centre of town up through over to Footsbridge and then back into town. Again, making it much easier for a lot of the old people in the town, or the elderly people, to access the island.
Oh look, I think ever since I was a little girl I was a special place, and even now I still come down, and there's a peacefulness about it. Then you've got the Goulburn and you look at that and it's a different flow, a different depth. Then you've got the Jamieson, which is shallow, and you watch the two meet, and there's not too many places where you get that anywhere.
I just love coming down here. It's the most perfect place in Jamieson, I think, with the river, 2 different rivers, one on each side.
Well, minor comments. Beautiful scenery, wonderful place to walk. We have snow on that mountain in winter, and the rivers are always wonderful to view, so it's just a pretty place.
And do you know when we have a flood, and sometimes it comes down the Goulburn and knocks down the Jamieson, and they'll be 2 completely different colours,
Yes.
and you could draw in a true line, right along the edge of the Goulburn and in the water. The 2 waters don't mix until they get way
Yes.
down the river.
You see a
They
jagged
just
line.
stay their own, going along together, side by side. You can see it, even see it from the road sometimes. It's so clear. One's dark brown, the other one's not.
Oh, it's just the track around the island, being able to walk around without the thistles, and the 2 rivers.
You used to have to wade through long grass previous to the track, and I walk the track nearly every day.
A sense of pride and enthusiasm in the town. People care. I'm very proud of the town because it is picturesque and it is unique, and the beautiful autumn colours we have. Yeah, it's a little quiet paradise.
It's still an ongoing thing for us. It's a wonderful asset for the town, which they've now rediscovered, and it's great. We've had weddings down here, we've had all sorts of family get-togethers, all that sort of thing. I just think this is a lovely place to come. It's totally surrounded by bush. You've got 2 beautiful rivers on either side. It's a great place to just come down, sit down and relax, have a picnic, just take it easy. It's a good place to get lost in down here.
And it's just magic, pure magic.